can they stay out of each other's way?
No, in a word, no. Right there, that thing's gonna come to a boil.
Whoa. Kendall Gray from behind.
Oh, wow.
And a reminder, if Gray would have earned the pinfall for her team, yes, Ren QCC would have been victorious, but it would be Kendall Gray who would be the #1 contender for JC Jane in the NXT Women's Championship. Same can be said on the other side. Again, whoever scores the pinfall or the decision via submission is the #1 contender for the NXT Women's title.
What you saying, Vic? And there's a big payoff to the winner of this match tonight. Whoever gets the pinfall gets a big check. That's what you're saying, right? Right?
You are very correct, and it's time to look at tonight's
Tell
NXT
it like it is.
recap presented by Progressive. For Ren QCC, we've heard them earlier tonight. They certainly are in this fight together.
Ren QCC, they're definitely working as a well cohesive unit. Definitely a tag team to be reckoned with. But the thing is, Zaruka is definitely a powerhouse if they can stay on the same page. We got to reel that.
Well, look, last week Soul hit Zarya with a Soul Snatcher. There's no way you think last week was anything but a mistake.
Was it an accident? Was it an accident? Let me tell you something. Only one person can answer that, right? Only one person really knows what really happened, right?
As a result, Elegance Brand still the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions, and Ren.
You see that?
Ren Sinclair was close to becoming the #1 contender.
Ren Sinclair and Kendall Gray right now is working as a team, and Zarya just sit there just watching the paint dry right there. I don't know what's happening, but they're definitely not on the same page.
I got to give it up to our interim general manager, Rob Stone, a unique concept. NXT always looking at the evolution of professional wrestling. And I don't know if you saw this, but did you see Stone received an endorsement from Kurt Angle, a Hall of Famer, and a former SmackDown general manager?
As well as Rob Stone taking a little bit of his own advice by doing something a little bit of out of character, making that fatal four-way. Oh, yes!
Well, what about what you just saw there, Book? You saw the tag made. You see Zaruka working as one. Zarya is legal now in this matchup.
I said that. I said
it. That was a tag that was made. Referee's discretion. What your tag team specialist is a cover into a count.
What the hell's going on here?
What the hell's this?
I told you it was going to boil over sooner or later, didn't it? Oh, here we go, man.
Shift to the weight, another near fall. Zaruka caught for a moment, charging back in, able to land on her feet. And bang! X marks the spot.
Beautiful right there.
Cover, looking right at Zarya as she did it in a near fall. Derek Sanders, the official in this matchup, letting Soul know just a 2 count.
Zaruka just one step ahead, countering that hip toss into a beautiful buster right there.
Zarya tagging herself into this contest. Look, Zaruka are on separate islands right now. They are not working cohesively as a team. As Ren Sinclair trying anything she can, to your point earlier, the powerhouse is in the match.
Let me tell you something. Zarya, she said it herself, when is it going to be my time? When am I going to have a chance to actually win a championship? How many times does Zaruka actually have a chance to get to go? Come on, man.
Ren Sinclair, big drop kick. Kendall Gray is the legal superstar. Gray up and over, double stomp right to the gut.
CC is on
To
point
become
right
the
now.
#1 contender and a kick out from Zarya. I don't want to cut you off again, but look, I got to counter you for a second. Do you forget that Soul stepped aside for Zarya to challenge for the Knockouts title in TNA?
Are we talking about one display?
She's not the one making the matches,
Is that what
Booker.
we're talking about? Are we talking about one display of kindness? Let's put someone above yourself. That's what we're talking about, Vic. Are you kidding me?
I'm saying.
Are you kidding me?
So what Soul said last week.
Let me tell you something. It's gonna be a moment where Zarya wake up and realize this business is not about friendship. It's about checks. It's about championship. It's about big. That right there. That right there. Come on, Zarya.
Zarya made the tag to Soul. Look, I think deep down, you believe Soul should let Zarya get the victory. You think that Soul should step aside as now we see them working together.
It's not about letting, Vic. I mean, they're a team. How many times the Soul
cover
has to get the shot?
Are they a damn team?
How many times? Right now, Zarya is finally realizing it. She finally thought that moment that I've been talking about, that light bulb moment has gone off.
They can't get out of each other's way, and that might be the door opening for Ren QCC. And now all 4 women in the ring. Derek Sanders, as we said, is going to have his hands full here tonight because it's a unique stipulation. It's not like any normal tag team matchup. Whoever gains the victory also earns themselves a women's championship opportunity. And Ren QCC, they are standing tall right now. And working as one. We said they were in this fight together. Red Sinclair
is up top. Oh my God.
Wiping out the field. Not to be outdone by her tag team partner, the Evolve Women's Champion. Which team is gonna win? Who's gonna earn that opportunity? We did not expect to see every tag team from NXT come out and start fighting and try to destroy each other, but we saw that right into the cover and a kick out. Vanity Project, with the biggest win of their career, was added to next week's #1 contender match. And again, in this main event, have you ever competed under a stipulation like this?
No, I haven't. I mean, it's a lot of pressure on every one of these ladies out here to go out here and get this pinfall, because that pinfall can change your life by getting you a shot at the champion, and that is Jacy Jayne. Oh, yes, man. And who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want that shot?
We know Jacy Jayne is your resident rock star of sorts.
Get your ticket to ride, man. Get your ticket to ride in Atlanta, Georgia.
I think Kendall Gray would be returning that ticket at this juncture after the ride she just took. Hook of the leg for Zarya, and unlike herself, Sol Ruca allowed her to have the pin. Zarya has broken up the pinfall attempt from her partner twice in this match.
Loud. I mean, she should be happy for her if she does get the pinfall. I mean, like I said, how many times have Sol Ruca been to the? I mean, she's been double champion. I mean, she's held 2 championships simultaneously, Vic. I mean, do you understand what that means? Do you understand what that means? Come on, Vic. Come on, man. Wake up. Well, I know you got a new haircut. But we're not thinking about that right now. We're thinking about right now Zarya and her career. Come on, man.
I don't know what my haircut has to do with anything here, Booker, but again, I will mention to you, Sol Ruca is not the one making the matches into the cover. Still not the #1 contender, but was a half-second away. She's not the one making matches. She's not the one making the calls. Sol Ruca didn't politic to get into the Women's Royal Rumble match.
Sometimes
she earned the opportunity.
Sometimes as a partner, you step aside.
She did when she had the TNA title opportunity.
You do things for the better good for your partner. All right, that's what you do. Somebody that's been watching your back for all these months, all these weeks, all these years. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, next week, how about you give me some of what you're having right now? It is our main event on NXT, the women taking center stage. Whoever scores the deciding factor in this match becomes the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship.
Kendall Gray right there with a little gray poop ball right there. And right now goes a big DDT right there by Kendall Gray. And I'm going to tell you right now, this young lady, Kendall Gray, she has so much ability. And Ren Sinclair, I'm telling you right now, iron sharpens iron. And if one of these ladies win this championship opportunity, it would be huge. And right now, they're in the midst of it. Here we go.
Tag was made, Sol tagging herself in, and you start to wonder as we're getting late into this matchup, fatal influence. Are they worried about whoever will challenge Jacy Jayne? Because it could be Ren Sinclair.
Fatal influence is not worried about anything right now, because you know why? They're on top of the mountain. They got a championship goal in their lives right now. And right now, Ren Sinclair is looking to cash her ticket in. Can she do it? That's the question, man.
Double underhook suplex, returning the favor of sorts from earlier in the match.
Double up.
Cover. Sinclair to become the #1 contender, and a kick out. NXT Universe, a lot of love for all 4 of these women. Nice suplex, though, out of the corner from Sol Ruca. Ruca never met a risk she didn't want to take. Big drop kick. And there was a little extra force behind that.
Yeah, a lot of oomph on that drop kick right there. And Sol Ruca's looking to cash her ticket again and try to get that championship back around her waist. If she can do it. Big D delivered that. Red is out. That's it. Whoa.
Not quite. That left shoulder coming off the mat. I know everything you have said here tonight, but I want to remind everyone, Sol Ruca has never competed for the NXT Women's Championship. She's never had a one-on-one opportunity. I understand Zarya has never worn gold, but Ren Sinclair has also never tasted championship success. There's a lot on the line for all four of these women, and another near fall. Kendall Gray can become double champion. Tag, though, was made. And Zarya tagged herself in. I don't know if inside cradle, and a kick out. I don't know if Sol Ruca was looking for that Soul Snatcher, but Ren Sinclair looking for the victory. Looking to pick up the dub for her team. Looking to become the #1 contender. Looking to challenge Jacy Jayne for that women's championship. Double underhook was countered. Big headbutt, though, from Zarya.
I tell you right now, Zarya is motivated tonight. Zarya is motivated to put herself in contention to actually becoming the women's champion here in NXT.
Hold on a second.
Right now.
I don't know if you just noticed that, but unlike Sol Ruca, Ren Sinclair said, tag me. She wants the victory for her team. She doesn't care who gets the championship opportunity because we could see a tap. Kendall Gray trying to make Zarya tap out. Zarya doing a nice job right now of keeping her hands connected, trying to shift the weight, trying to shift her momentum, trying to alleviate some of this pressure. Derek Sanders in great position to see this pin, and we get a kick out.
That was great right there. Zarya stayed on that bicycle until she got to a perfect pinning position.
Zarya right now. Whoa!
Here we go. Here we go.
And
wow!
DDT.
You gotta be getting
inside cradle, and it's another kick out. Zarya getting back up. Big super kick, and inadvertent, but the referee, Derek Sanders, just said tag. That was a tag was made. Big spear from Zarya.
That's the referee's call right there, Vic.
Referee using his discretion in this matchup. All hell's starting to break loose. Everything's starting to break down. As Gray, able to survive for a moment. Not able to survive. That Soul Snatcher. Caught. Cover. Count. Sol Ruca is the #1 contender.
Here is your winner and the new #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship, Sol Ruca!
Zarya is in disbelief, but again, it was Zarya who fell into Sol Ruca. Derek Sanders made the decision that a tag was made in that moment. We saw it earlier too.